you getting wrecked by Fiora in expeditions over and over? Well, today, I'm getting some payback for you. Let's rock. What is up, everyone? It's Crabcore, and we're back to rock Legends of Runeterra with more expeditions. So I wanted to go on a little bit of an experiment today, because Piltover and Zaun, I said, could be kind of a really weird region to draft around. So we picked Ezreal first, and then we were going to kind of go from there to see what would be a really good combination with Piltover to bring it to a much better win rate than you would expect. So we picked Karma with some elusives on the next pick, and then just proceeded to do a really nice kind of Ezreal Karma elusive build with lots of creature removal and buffs. So it went really well. We got 6 wins and just barely dropped short of that 7 wins by getting dominated by a Garen elite deck in the last match. But I think this is a really strong way to draft this deck, and we beat the heck up on Fiora on the way. I just think there's a lot of tools in this faction to do that. So if you're playing a lot of Fiora, if you're playing against a lot of Fiora, you can look into the recall effects and the straight up damage out of P and Z, or the barriers that you get out of Ionia, and just show you how to navigate those matches a little bit if you're struggling with the Fiora match. I think it's going to be very beneficial, and just you can really see the way that you can navigate those games if that's something that you're facing a lot of, because I know a lot of people are drafting those kinds of decks. So we're going to jump into these games and show you kind of a good way to build your elusive decks while also still being able to curve out and win against some of the crazy strategies like Fiora, or even the control strategies of Freljord and stuff like that. So we get into all of that, and I think you're really going to learn a lot from these matches. If you're enjoying the content, if you're learning a lot about expeditions, hit that subscribe button down below, or I'll have something at the end of the video for you to click as well. If you're enjoying any of the tier lists that I put out, please let me know. Excuse me. And if that's been a help for you, I'm really, really glad. And I'll have those down in the description below if you have not seen those as well. So if you've not, check it out. It's a really good help to draft better decks and be able to play better decks and expeditions for more wins. But for now, we're going to jump into these games and beat the heck up on Fiora. So let's do it. We are jumping into another draft here, and we got some pretty interesting options. We can go kind of a Noxus aggro route. We can go Ezreal. Kind of a Piltover and Zaun route. We can go at Nivea. I think Nivea is one of the most busted champions. But we already got a 7-win run on this, so I'm kind of feeling like we should see if we can build a really good Piltover and Zaun deck, because I think that that is a real missing piece of content that would be really valuable to have. So you know what, let's try this Ezreal deck and see if we can really do something with Piltover and Zaun here. Alright, here it looks like we don't really have like a stronger support class. Like Shadow Isle, but to be honest, having these spells and going with elusives is a really good way to capitalize on this, because these are fairly aggressive cards, and we could get random spells from Karma to discard Zonite Urchin if we get that later. So I'm kind of feeling Ionia here, because we've got the damage coming in here, we've got the elusive here, so we can just kind of continue the elusive train. So I think that that's a good supporting class here. Excuse me. All right. I think with this one, the total recall here is pretty cool. We can get some value with this back alley barkeep off of Conspirator, off of Solitary Monk, and the fact that they come together is pretty sweet. Cloning program is kind of cool because it grants an ally elusive here, but this is kind of could be dead, and I really do like these. Wow, shield wall with Spirit's Refuge. Like, this is just a busted freaking card. And this will be able to be a spell that gains us life, all that jazz. Very big fan. Total Recall. The Crushbot is like really lame. Will of Ionia is good, but I do like Mystic Shot and Zaunite Urchin here. And like I said, we're probably going to have stuff to discard, so we'll just go with that one. Okay. We're not the strong, like, Puff Cap deck. Academy Prodigy I like. What do we have as far as one cost urchins? Just the... Oh, the one... Yeah, we just have the urchins. I like Shadow Flare because it really shores up a weakness in Ionia. But since we're probably going to have removal of some sorts, I don't think we need the Shadow Flare. Scrapdash Assembly is meh. Academy Prodigy I like. Professor Von Yip is also meh, but there are a lot of one cost allies in Ionia. So I think Professor Von Yip is actually going to be a kind of a combo thing in this deck. So we can get it, and if we don't have the stuff, we can just trade it away later. I think that's probably the right route to go. We definitely stay away from Use Cask Salesman. That's just a bunch of BS. Parade Electro Ray could be cool. It can shuffle some really like good elusives or stuff into our deck. Back Alley Barkeep we also have synergy with. I don't think I want more than one Professor Von Yip. And Flame Choppers is just really, really bad when all we have to discard is the Zaunite Urchin. So let's pick the cloning program here. Ooh, Cataclysm. So all of these packs are actually very good. Thermogenic Beam is one of the best pickups that you can have. Unlicensed Innovation is a big drop, which we're kind of missing right now. We have a lot of early game, but Kinku Lifeblade is unreal, and the Lifesteal on Emerald Awakener is very, very good. However, removal is key, and this is one of the most flexible ones. So I'm going to add that, plus its spells to go along with Ezreal. Okay, so I like Inspiring Mentor. Greenglade Caretaker. We don't really have a lot of ways to get Barrier in this deck. We still don't have a lot of high drops. We do want to pick up the 1-drops. But man, like having things like Spirit's Refuge is really, really, really good. So this still allows us to have a 1-drop. But the Inspiring Mentor is much better than the Greenglade Caretaker. So as far as barriers to have, we have 1. And just potentially more from the other stuff. So this will give us 2. I think this is just a better pack right now. So let's just go with that. Alright. Well, there's another Thermogenic Beam, but look at these elusives. Holy junk. We're just going to snap pick those. Thermogenic Beam is good, but we need more units. We already have 5 spells, and you don't want to draw too many of those. So Total Recall, we don't have a lot of stuff going on there. I like the Chempunk Pickpocket, but holy junk, another Lifeblade. I just don't know that I can pass. I can't pass a Lifeblade this time. And we have the... yeah, I'm good with it. Lifeblade's just so freaking good. Conspirator, holy junk. Flash of Brilliance is pretty decent too. But, like we said, we don't have much late stuff. So, and we really, really love the Conspirators. So I'm down to take this pack. While Shadow Assassin's amazing, Used Cask Salesman is butt. And this is not much better than the Green Glade Caretaker that we would pass up a Kinku Lifeblade again. So we're going to take that. I don't like having all of these. It kind of is a bummer, but it's not horrendous. Okay. So I like the Eager Apprentice. I like the Green Glade Duo. The Highwayman, we don't have much in the way of value with that. I really kind of just like the Eager Apprentice Mystic Shot here, to be honest. More removal, straight up damage, also refill my spell mana. So I think I want to go there. And then we get a trade pick here. So, Boom Crew Rookie. Oh, I can trade away one of these. Yeah, that's good. We don't want any more unlicensed innovations with how slow it is. We don't want that many of this one drop. And the Jeweled Protector will beef up something in our hand. So that actually gives us some decent stuff. So yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, well, when it comes down to it, we've got a very interesting deck, very evenly split between our Piltover and Ionia, and we're not doing anything like majorly strong here, which is kind of the bad thing, but we do have a lot of elusive, and a lot of our cards have very decent value. There's nothing that I'm really upset about in the deck other than maybe the Von Yip and the Electro Rig, but even them, like, those aren't really terrible. So I think we've got some decent stuff going on here, and I think that we have ways to close out games. So let's get into the matches here. Alright, our first one is up against another Piltover Ionia, and I think we're pretty strong against that with our removal. Ezreal, Boom Crew, not bad. And a Mystic Shot to take care of an early Teemo. So yeah, we're in a real good spot here. Plus Ezreal can just block Teemo all day. Really, really like this. Ooh, I like Academy Prodigy. However, this is just a better blocker on board right now. I'm not going to block at this point because I want to just be able to get the free attack in with this bad boy. Now, there is the... I really do kind of want to play Ezreal, but I don't get any value off of his thing. So I think a better thing here would be to play this, see if they take the block to get this down to 2 damage, and then I can just recall it with Solitary Monk, and that's fine. Sure. I think they're using a Mystic Shot on this, so I think we'll just let that go through. And then we have a pretty safe window for our Solitary Monk here. Now, if they don't go straight to attacks, then we can just Mystic Shot the Herald of the Spring to keep them off of their life gain.
Let's make a deal.
Yeah, those things are pretty meh. So we'll Mystic Shot this. Well, what should I have played? I should have played a creature or something, but I guess it's not necessary. They can just do these attacks.
Hands off the merch.
What is 1 damage in these colors? I mean, they could have a Thermogenic Beam. That's true. I don't need to do any attacks yet because I'm going into an Ezreal turn, which means I can start pinging this stuff off, and then I have a Spirit's Refuge to get back damage in this game, so I'm not hurting. Do those casks do it to both? I think they do. To each nexus, yeah. Alright, so here is a decent attack on both of these. I think I'm going to just swing with these and leave up the Guardian just in case they do something crazy shenanigan-y here. And then if... Wow. Mystic Shot. And then Mystic Shot. Well, that's what we saved this for. Boom, boom. It's not amazing, but now we have this to discard because we can't play the fleeting one anyway. So works out good to me. That was a free urchin right there that I can get a card off of later. Heck yeah, that's a good way to cash in that fleeting Mystic Shot. Oh baby, oh baby. This is a good blocker for that. Allows me to draw a card. Scaled Snapper is a 2/5, huh? Alright, well, what do we do here? Do we even play anything? I don't think so. They do want to go to attacks. Well, this is a good block. And I think we'll just do that. Interesting. Sure. Okay, so that's not a bad spot, but we can really start getting karma value here, and that is where, like, getting these spells off of her before she levels up, that's really insane. What is Ezreal at? Just 1 out of 8, not very high. Okay, get excited. Wow, that's going to be really good with the Mystic Shot if we need it. Oh, sick. Alright. So we leave, we're going to play out the Kinku Lifelblade. We leave Karma back for sure so we can continue to get that value. And go to our attacks here. I think what we just do... Yeah, buddy. I want to get rid of this Puffcat Peddler, to be honest, before... So I'm just going to discard this Fleeting Shot to get rid of it. That way he can't plant any more things into our deck. And... I think that's fine. I don't need to do this yet. I'm not at a super low life total. Accelerated Pursuit. What do we add to with this anyway? 9 out of 15 already. I freaking love it. So I don't think Piltover and Zaun, like as I mentioned in my tier list, Piltover and Zaun's not the most amazing support class, but when you have something good like Ionia backing up with your... Shoot, how do I want to do this? When you have Ionia backing it up, then that's pretty good. I mean, I kind of want to do this just to get rid of that.
I know you're thinking and stuff, but could you maybe speed things up a little?
Yeah, I could. Am I going to? Probably not. I don't know the right thing to do there. Okay, so now that's good. Now I have a block for the other one.
There's always a way out.
Ta-da! That's the value I was looking for. So now I am going to do something to get rid of this at the end of turn. Yeah. So they hold that back. I don't know what they possibly could have in hand, but excuse me, I don't think I'm at a spot where I take damage anymore. What do I want to trade off here? I don't want to deal anything for that.
By force of will.
They could have like a static shock thing in hand, which would really freaking suck, but yeah, I am like at that low enough total now where I just have to. And they can only get 2 of these targets, which I'm assuming they take okay, so we'll play that.
Let's take this puppy for a spin.
If they don't do
Cannon, huh? Original.
I love it. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of the conspirator so our things can swing through. We're up to 13 on that. That's awesome. Not that it really matters, but it's still really good. Oh, baby. What a combo with this. But I can't have it on the field yet. Oh, sweet. And I've got life gain.
One shot, all skill.
Boom. Well, we can protect Karma. And see how they want to do this. Interesting.
Maybe you need a closer look.
Alright, so do I just want to do the same thing? Or do I want to put... how much damage is coming in here? Well, that's lethal damage, right? Well, I'm just going to do this anyway. Just to protect them. Alright. And then it's just lethal damage. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Getting that first win is a good one. Oh shoot. Alright, so let's go to these first swaps here, or first picks. Now, I really like this pack. This is all really good as well. I don't think I'm targeting enough with Ezreal. But man, getting that extra Mystic Shot and stuff every turn is really, really good. And I like the Shredder. These work really good with Von Yip in the deck. Karma also puts in some work getting us spells. But I think when it comes to my curve, this is just a better slot. So I'm going to take this and have more targeting. So, alright, let's get into more of these games. Fiora, Zed. Ship the Von Yip and the Spirit's Refuge, all that stuff. We just want to keep the Mystic Shot. The rest of this looks pretty decent. So we could play the Academy Prodigy on our turn 2, which is, I think, pretty decent. There's also an argument to play the Boom Crew Rookie, but we'll just go with this and see how things go from there.
Here we go.
I know we need to be pretty aggressive this game because they're going to have like challenger stuff. Sure. I don't really like Sown Seeds. It's kind of a meh card for me. Just kind of meh. We'll see what they play here. If we want to... Well, that's Fiora. See if they want to attack. Nope, they're just going to ship it, which is probably the right thing to do. Alright, honestly don't know the right thing to do here. I'm gonna play the Rookie out. And then I'm going to...
I've got your back.
That's fine. I don't think I'm going to attack with the Rookie. I'm just going to play the Conspirator to return this to hand.
Looking for a daring escape.
And have a elusive attack. I think that's probably the best way to go about this turn. I don't know another way to play it to be around Fiora. I mean, that's really lucky to have Fiora that early, to be honest. I played so many games with Fiora decks where I didn't have Fiora early at all. So I can take out this thing with a Mystic Shot. I think I will. That probably gives them the idea that I have another one, because there's no way they would attack. Wow. Okay. Well, that gives her another barrier. So I guess my best bet is they barrier this thing up again, and then I try to snipe it with pass. So they pull the thing in, and then I Mystic Shot again. That's my best bet.
I never hold back. Try me.
They'd have to have a deny here. Because it's already barriered up, so even if they play another barrier, it just double barriers. Perfect. Love it. That's a really good swing for us. I don't need to play out the Life Blade yet. So I'll play out Back Alley Barkeep, get a card off of it, and then I can return it with the Conspirator. I think that's a pretty decent play route here. So here's where we can do this. Oh, you know what? Before we do that, though, maybe we want to make a bunch of those. No, we want to make a bunch of Life Blades, don't we? Yeah. Okay, so we'll return this to hand.
Stay safe. I'll take it from here.
With the I like that. That's a really good combo.
In formation.
In formation. And then we'll play out the Life Blade. Do we? Yeah, why not?
Step lightly.
Get those beats in.
I know a way.
Boom, baby. Got him to 9. I don't know. I'm not out of the woods yet, but I don't feel bad about this game. They could still have some pretty busted stuff. Alright. That's the thing. If I do this right now, though, then they can't drag that to... Ooh. No. I'm gonna let them eat the dude. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna let them eat it, and I'll Mystic Shot. So take the 5 here. This dude ain't getting through it all. Well, he could. So wait, what does this give me to? 10? God, that's pretty low, isn't it? Fine. We'll skip block. Start with that. See if they've got any sort of combat thing for him. They could have like a back-to-back or, yeah, just a barrier. That's fine. Okay. However, what is a good... We'll do this. That's really decent. Think we would like to buff up Intrepid Mariner. Let me see here. But this one takes it to a 2-3. The next time that will take it to a 5-6.
One sprint for each crab I saw today.
That's pretty decent. God, I'd love to bounce this back and buff it with the Jeweled Protector, though. I'd really love to be able to do that. Pass. It's a really strong board. Okay. What do I want a bunch of copies of? I want copies of Thermogenic Beam, to be honest. And then I want to kill this. It's just like I have to kill that. But that's an elite. Yeah. This one can just get them something like Cythria, so I'm not 100% worried about that kind of card. But dealing with this will be a big deal if we can. Gosh dang it, Bobby. Fine. Fine. We'll just block it with our 1/1s and stuff if we can, and then try to finish off damage as much as possible with this. And then if we can get a... So here's my thinking. Buff up something in here, and then... So we're going to trade off our things, right? That sucks. Okay. What do we want to buff? This will deal 2, and then another 4. Okay. So that's going to deal a chunk of damage to their total. They're going to trade here for sure. And then I can play something else to give it elusive.
Can't fight on an empty stomach.
Okay, so now all I really need to worry about is we can trade you, we can trade you, and then we can put you there. Do I have enough to play? Yeah. I've got enough to play my 2 other things, which is all I'm worried about at this point. Okay, so now we play Intrepid Mariner. And a Boom Crew rookie. So all we have to do... Oh, scheiße. Nope. We needed to do more than that. Well, I guess if we just do this, go to attack, give this one elusive, it already deals 2, puts them to 1, and then all this has to do is attack 1 more time.
Better run.
So I need to have 5 left over for that.
Says you.
Interesting. Okay, so boom. I think I'm actually going to pull this one because I don't want them to be able to kill my Boom Crew rookie. Would they play something next turn, or would they just go straight to attacks?
Like this? Oh, I see.
I can still kill that. Let's see what else they play this turn if they do. I may not even want something to die this turn, because then they could have the... Shoot, they could have the Radiant Guardian. I don't want to give them something that could grant them life. Oh, wow. What a draw. Holy frick, what a draw. So I play out the Lifeblade. It blocks this. They cannot play another creature, and that'll only be at... So it'll gain me life. Holy frick. They don't have direct 3 damage, do they? Holy junk. We did it. Alright, let's see what we got here. We can get another Ezreal, but this pack is busted as all get out, and I really don't like shady characters, so yeah, this pack's broken as hell. Dude, more Fiora? Everybody playing Fiora. This will be quite the game here. I like keeping my elusives. That is really perfect, to be honest. Okay, so now I can play this, bounce it back, have the spell mana recharged. Heck yeah. And then we have a barrier already up for one of our first bouts with Fiora. So that's really sick. So they're not they are not on any elusive capability this turn. All they can do is frostbite my dude. Sure. Alright, so I'm not gonna play another thing. I want to have this up. That's cool. I wish I could play this out before doing that. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. Oh, they don't have any way to protect Really? So they don't go to combat. They could have a single combat thing, in which case I get hosed.
Charged up and ready to go.
So we'll keep that up.
You can see the Devastian border from here.
Okay. Do we want to get rid of this one already? I want to, like, I really do want to make sure that everything I'm playing has more than 2 attack because of Fiora. I'll just take this trade, to be honest, unless they have something to buff it.
Ready the torches.
Okay. Yeah. If they go with that other block, it's not really a free attack for them. Or it's not really a free card, because they're just trading for my quick attack and redrawing. But yeah, this makes things fairly awkward. Oh, this doesn't even trade because of the... I forgot about that. About the tough. Alright, well, that's terrible on block, so I'm just going to switch over now. And I still have Spirit's Refuge up. And around. God, the Fiora makes things awkward. I really need, like, Thermogenic Beam or something. Oh, that is strong. Very strong. Very, very strong.
Finest blades for my lady.
I need only one to win.
Alright. Well, let's throw this one out there. It's not going to do this. It's not going to kill that, unfortunately, but it'll take care of a couple of their things.
Light the signal fires.
And then we'll see how they want to play out the rest of this turn.
Against the Laurent?
So, do we give them this one? That's the question. What other way do I have to take care of Fiora? I don't think I do it yet. Wait till they try to do the next one. Because they're only at 1 right now. Okay. So, now a lot of these things are safer. I'm going to ship this one because it's just weak. Okay, good. Oh, Fiora combat is like so baby. How do I do that now? I have to wait because Ezreal can't swing through that.
Ancient things trapped in the ice. Strike for the balance.
Okay, let's see if they do anything to block that. They don't. Alright. Well, if that's the case, I will just play a my quick attack dude this turn. So yeah, I've got to find a way to get through. Man, this card is really putting in work for them right now. It's really putting in some work for them. I'm trying to like navigate this thing a few turns ahead. And always leaving up mana for Spirit's Refuge. Well, that's really good right now too. It's really, really good right now.
Strike deftly.
Okay, so this is worth it to get that out of the way. Dang it, now I can't block it.
Your move.
Sure. Okay, so this will give us a thing that can trade. Do we need that to trade? I think we probably will. Because they're going to have they're gonna have a big dude coming out pretty soon. The quick attack's not gonna swing through any of that. So we know that Tryndamere is able to come down next turn, and I'm still very behind in damage race for that. So we really got to start going in. And I can play this and still have Twin Disciplines up because it refills spell mana. Sure.
Good grief.
Oh, that's a good one.
Alright. Now, we'll see if we can get somewhere. This, I'm assuming, just trades for the Chevalier. Oh. freaking A. Hell yes. God, that's so damn good right now. So many good things that I can do right now.
Sharp blade, sharp mind.
Mm-hmm. So I can just Mystic Shot that. Okay. They want to play Tryndamere this turn. That's kind of their game plan. So I like these barriers because even if they try to throw up another one, like, it doesn't, they can't play it after the Mystic Shot, you know? They can't wait till this does damage and then re-barrier. I think that's a pretty fair way of doing things.
Oh, take your time, pal. It's not like I've got better things to do.
Oh, take your time, pal. I can't believe I've not targeted anything this whole game. How frustrating is that? Detain. Okay, well, sure. That's pretty good, right? Okay, so they can't play Tryndamere this turn, which is really good. I can make a 5/5 now, which blocks Tryndamere pretty decently if I need to. These are going to be kind of a problem, but I guess my priority is to get Fiora off. That's kind of meh right now. I don't need this becoming a 5/5.
For the thrill of
Sure. Excuse me, it's not bad. Pass. Excuse me. See how they want to play this turn out. Interesting.
I sense fear.
8, 5.
Safety first.
Okay, let's see what they do. I've got options. Wow. Where do I win this game?
I know you're thinking and stuff, but could you maybe speed things up a little?
This still doesn't even get the thing out of the way. I don't know, man. This is so hard. sucks. Really sucks. But I can put lethal on board. So maybe it just works. And I think that's my only way to win this game, is to hope that I can swing through and win, you know? They could have like a single combat or whatever, and I get blown out, but if we get there, we get there. There's so many things that they could have, but we have to go in with something.
Not just flesh, rage incarnate.
Holy frick. No way.
I'm not done.
Oh my lord. We did it. Oh, what a game. Okay. Back alley barkeep for Yasari sounds really good. I totally down with that. Parade Electric for a jeweled protector. I think I would do that. Parade Electric doesn't get us any value. Trade a Get Excited for a Mystic Shot. Not sure I want to do that. Trade a Solitary Monk for the Empyrean. That's something I would consider doing. Because we have 3 Solitary Monks, and they're terrible in multiples. Unlicensed Innovation for a Stand United sounds like it would be better. So it's just a spell for spell. So we'll do that. Unlicensed Innovation has done nothing for us. Stand United for Twin Disciplines, that's really good. Unlicensed Innovation for Static Shock, that's also really good. And then there is a Mina Swiftfoot at the very top end. I do like the Static Shock. Okay, I think that's the picks. And let's see if we can get win 7. Oh, wow. Vlad and Garen. I'm assuming this is going to be very aggressive. Alright, so we can ship Get Excited. I like the Jewel Protector, but it seems pretty early against what looks like it's going to be a fairly aggressive deck. So we'll take these. Hopefully I'll get something perfect. Look at that. So I can play this on 1. And swap it with the Conspirator. Like, even if they have a 1-drop here. Y'all, we might go 2 back-to-back 7 wins in a row. It's not unheard of.
It's dangerous up there.
Alright. So, I think I'm just going to bank the spell mana here. Jeez, no, I really want to get in this damage, though. Because I can get rid of this, is what I'm saying, with, like, I can Ezreal and then get rid of that. Okay. I've convinced myself. Let's do it.
Time for a true
Not overly aggressive play. But we've got some late game potential here. Okay, well. Okay. If that's the case, I think I'll still Mystic Shot this because I don't want them to get any elite value from it. I really don't. Guile's a terrible card, but here it did pretty decent work for them. And now I'm coming up on being able to bounce this back alley barkeep. Okay, well, fine. We traded our 1-for-1s there. It's not the end of the world. I still have the ability to get a Mystic Shot off of this. Well, I also have that other Mystic Shot with Ezreal, so...
A Demacian soldier is worth 10 foes.
Dang. Already. So I can just keep their board clear. Play a ton of elusives. More? What the hell, dude?
Sure.
Fine. Use all your spells.
Show them
I don't
metal.
care. Skip. Just for this turn, at least.
There's always a way out.
Frustrating as hell, dude. Lots of combat tricks, but I mean, they're down to 3 cards and a 4 Demacia, which is like meh at this point, right?
I'm in. Can't stop
That's
me.
good. So now I can try to kill that.
It
Wow.
would be so big.
Don't even think about it.
Okay. Maybe I can get
Firing.
maybe I can knock Garen out of the way with a twin discipline shenanigans here. You know? I don't want to trade off my conspirator, but maybe like a back alley barkeep would be good. Damn. Can I afford to skip this? Not if they have the switch places spell though, huh?
Don't want
Fine. Jeez, I really hate this, but whatever.
I know you're thinking and stuff, but could you maybe speed things up a little?
I think over time we probably get more value. Dude, they did have it. Wow. Okay. Whatever you say, dude. Alright, well, here we can back alley.
Pick your poison.
Pick your poison. I wish. I'm just gonna play. Oh,
Woods protect their own.
that would get me some stuff.
Hey,
I've got 1 cost deeds in my deck. And at this point, that would allow me. Oh, sweet. That's huge. That's very huge. I could have done that after combat, though. Jeez Louise, that's big. Because now I can just block these things. I want to deal damage to that. Dang, their deck is good. Their deck is so good.
I don't miss. Nailed it.
Okay. So we're going to do some math here. Okay. I have this. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I do this,
Sure.
next turn I hit. Oh, the Empyreans are really good. Well, that'll about do it. Damn, that was unreal. Do I survive anyway this game? All my stuff is frozen. Nothing goes down to 3.
Extra hands never hurt.
Nope. Dang. That was an unreal draw from them. Unreal. Well, we got 6 on it.